Welcome to Lesson 6. In this lesson, we will focus on setting up your camera image and calibrating the camera to real-world coordinates. In this first section, we will focus on finding your camera and setting up the image. Let's head over to the Camera Details tab on the left. Here we will see a list of connected cameras. If you don't see your newly connected camera listed, click the Refresh Cameras button. Within a few seconds, you will see your newly connected camera appear on the list. Now we can review the Camera Settings tab. From the Camera drop-down list, let's select the camera we would like to adjust. On the right side of the page, you will see a few common settings, including changing the camera name, changing the camera exposure time, and sensor gain. Adjusting the sensor exposure time will make your image brighter or darker. The gain setting is useful to amplify the image colors, but it can also cause more image noise. Minimal gain is recommended for most applications. To increase processing speed and remove unwanted area out of an image, we can use the Crop Region of Interest tool. Simply left-click and drag a box over the area of interest. Click the blue Set Region button, and within a moment, the camera feed will only render the selected area. To undo this feature, click the Clear Region button. Within a few moments, we will see the camera feed reverted back to the original full view. Under the Advanced tab, you can access a plethora of camera settings, including setting auto exposure, tuning color channels, and much more. In this next section, we will cover removing lens distortion and calibrating your camera to real-world coordinates. Click on the Calibration menu tab. Select your camera from the drop-down and place your checkerboard calibration grid under the camera's field of view. Focus your camera to give sharp corners between the squares. Enter the width of the square. In this case, our squares are 20 millimeters. To calibrate the camera pixels to millimeters and remove lens distortion, we will take a series of 5 images. Order does not matter, but we will want to move the grid to all 4 corners and 1 in the middle. Remember to keep the entire grid within the view of the camera. After taking the 5th image, you will notice the image appears much more flat and true. The calibration has also advanced to the second step of setting our XY and rotation reference. This second step is mostly used when sending coordinates to a robot for pick and place guidance. Let's transition to move the large QR code under the camera. Right away, you will see the camera track the QR code. After clicking the Snap button, make sure to keep the QR code in the same position while teaching the robot origin XY positions. The very center crosshair is the origin position, and the X and Y directions are typical to the right-hand rule in robot frames. In this lesson, we have walked through viewing the available image setup tools and calibrated our camera to be used for robot guidance. Join us in the next lesson, where we will explore creating a flow program.